How's it going, everybody?
I can't breathe. Dave, I don't see your face.
Yep.
Dave,
that's
turn on your
correct.
camera.
That's correct.
Turn it on, Dave.
Oh,
Don't be a fucking baby. Let's go.
my head is killing me. I'm so glad I was filing out before this.
Well, I still got. Hey, there he is.
Anyway, whole house to myself almost.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm still dealing with the bacteria foot this week.
Jesus.
I know. They said it's like a 7 to 10 days for it to fully clear all the way up.
They said just call them if it starts to turn black, right?
Pretty much. Yeah. It's funny you say that because today, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to work. Like my foot's been getting better every day. I have a stool I can sit on, so I'll go do it. But part of the thing is I've been keeping my foot elevated, and so on this one, like I had to sit on the stool, so I can't. So I go take my sock off when I go eat lunch, and man, my foot is like swollen. There's black spots on it. I'm like, I'm going home. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, I don't need to get this amputated.
Dave.
How's it going?
Oh my God. Come on, Dave. It's okay, Dave.
Hey, you know what? You know what was better than okay? What was better than okay was Loki episode 2.
Yeah,
it was.
Man, I'm not kidding. Like, this show is really exceeding my expectations.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's super good. I just dislike you guys so fucking much.
Us or more me at this point.
Man, I can't always.
I understand.
It's okay,
I understand.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
I tried.
All right, let's get through this.
Hey, we're doing the what?
No, I was gonna say let's get through this because it's gonna be rough for YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn it on. We'll get there.
You gotta fake the funk, Dave.
Yeah.
Are we doing the shitties next week?
I think so.
Yeah.
The second annual shitties?
Yeah.
The
So
second annual.
So
yeah.
All right. Look, I'm just gonna put this out. I'm gonna address two things.
Oh,
Two
God,
things right now.
Let it go.
Nope.
can't let it go.
I need it on record because this will be funny for only us. So it doesn't matter. Okay. And the sooner we get this out of the way, the sooner we can just move on with our lives. Okay. First, number one. Yes, I don't have a beard. Okay. So that's number one. All right. That's what these guys are.
It looks good.
About. No, it doesn't.
It looks good.
I for a fact know you don't think that. So let's move on. Okay.
Prove it.
I mean, I could record. I have the recording of it, so I could just say. Anyway, so yes, on camera. Well, it probably looks like shit in real life, but on camera, it doesn't really. You can't see any of the stubble. So it just looks stupid. Okay, so that's number two. But the more funny thing that I debated on bringing up, I did it. But I want to take you guys back to last week because there's a moment that was captured on our podcast that would not be clear unless I explain the moment. Okay, so for those of you that did not know, we reviewed two things last week. We reviewed Loki episode 1. It was excellent. We also reviewed Sophie's Choice, which was not good. Okay, now I gave that movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I gave it a 71 or a 71, 77,
Yeah, I think
something
it was
like
71 or 77.
71.
Okay, I gave that movie a 71. Let me just for YouTube. So if you've seen that movie, there's spoiler alert. There's a really bad decision that Sophie makes at the end of that movie, and then 5 minutes after that, one of the main characters wakes up, like reads a letter, and at that point, I thought the movie was pretty much over. I had stopped it. I went to do something around the house, and I went back to go see if there was any left. And Amazon, when you get close enough to the very end, it doesn't hit resume. It just says play. So I was like, okay, movie over. I'm done, right? Mission accomplished. So wait, last three...
No, wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. Okay, so to corroborate his story, I got to the exact moment in the movie that he stopped watching. And he called me, which interrupted the movie. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, Dave, I'm like in the very end of it. Like, what? I mean,
so
like they had sex and then she split and she gave him a note.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about it.
We were discussing.
Not knowing,
I was discussing what I thought was
the end.
The entire movie with you.
So
I never once brought up anything about a double suicide to you, did I?
No.
Not once.
And at the end, so we get off the phone, and I'm like, well, let me finish whatever's left. And it did exactly what he said. Like, it went straight into the credits, and I was like, well, I know there was more time left in this. So when I went to try and play it, it started at the beginning. So I had to scrub all the way down to the end. I get to the note just so... And I only went to the note because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything that she said. And then, like, the movie just kept going. And I was like, okay. I guess Dave didn't want to talk about this part. Go ahead, Dave.
So, there's a double suicide that happens at the end of the movie. Now, how I found out was during our podcast. So, I had a few questions as far as theories and things I was going to bring up at the end. Now, if you want to fast forward and see the moment of my demise, where I like don't know what the hell is about to happen, it's about 39 minutes and 38 seconds into the Sophie's Choice. If you just want to see a funny moment, I'm about to start talking about potentially Sophie finding her son. Okay? However, Josh, thank God, interrupts me and said, dude, there's nothing in this movie. And then there's a double suicide. And you see the look on my face because I'm like...
And Dave goes...
I start looking around. I start pulling up the internet to verify that happened. And because I thought I was like, that's not in the movie. But I didn't want to argue because Jason immediately chimes in with like, yeah. And I'm like, this is an elaborate prank, but it's not. I just didn't finish the movie.
I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, how good would it be if we'd have known Dave didn't finish it and we just came up with some like over the top.
Yeah.
You know, then Nathan and Sophie left and invented Schlitterbahn.
Yeah, it was brutal.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was just wanted to throw that out there exclusive for YouTube. You know, if you're watching this for the Loki stuff, just fast forward about 10 or 15 minutes of this garbage. So anyway, I'll probably put a timestamp in the comments for this, so for those watching away, they can skip right to it of the review. But yeah, Josh, can you say something for me real quick? Because I saw a delay.
Yeah, I thought I saw it.
Yep, you're delayed.
It's not that bad, but
it's not as crisp as it was last week.
Yeah. Hold, please.
All right.
Okay.
We're professionals.
Absolutely.
My fucking mustache, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm not kidding. Like, I am sweating bullets over here.
Sweating bullets.
But so are we ready to mustache? I mean, continue.
Is this working better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Seems good.
All right.
Did you do anything specific, or you just logged off, logged back in, or what?
Unplugged the mic, replugged it, and then logged off, logged on.
Okay. There's still a little bit of lag, but I don't know if it's avoidable at this juncture. It's all good. We'll just do it live.
Are we ready or what?
Yeah. I am ready.
Josh, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Hello,
Brother.
Welcome.
There's a delay. I saw your mouth move. I was like, oh, that's going to get into what Jason says.
Damn it. Why am I fucking having a delay today? Hold on. Hold on. God damn it.
See, it's like he's a ventriloquist. He just
Well, I don't understand like why when he first got back on it was fine, and then as soon as I started, like he got
yeah, it was totally fine. Like
yeah.
up until about 2-3 minutes ago. Like it just randomly started happening.
Yeah.
Man, I try not to let that type of stuff bug me. Like I really do. Like I was genuinely trying, but I couldn't.
The delay?
No, other stuff.
Oh.
What, the mustache?
Yeah. I said I try not to let that bother me. It's just like I just get into my own head.
You said my delay's worse?
Yeah, actually, that like you say the entire sentence and then I hear the words.
How was this?
Well,
It's great.
it's great. You have no video, but do we want to just
But you like it? You're hearing me instantly, yeah?
I guess so.
Okay, well, like say something and you'll be the judge of if it's instant.
Go. Yeah.
Okay.
Instant.
Okay.
Maybe you just got some video issue.
What about now?
Yeah.
That's working fine.
That's good.
We'll see how long it hangs on.
Yes.
Brother.
Yeah. I can already see it. It's like slowly it's like the delay slowly creeps in.
How about now?
Yeah,
see-
the delay is already starting. Dude, I wonder if it's a refresh rate. I mean, these are probably things that I'd have to like remote in and like figure out, but I wonder if it has to do with something like that. I don't know. I don't know if it's a setting that you can quickly adjust. I don't know. It's weird because last week it was totally fine. Whatever you did last week, everything was fine. I mean, I'm assuming nothing has changed.
No. All I had, I changed how I was plugging it in last week, but it's the same way this week.
Yep.
It's aggravating.
Yep.
Because I wonder if it's worth like getting an external webcam.
Let me see if I can solve this. Let's see. Okay, hey Josh, click on the little settings, user settings in the bottom of Discord, bottom left next to your name, little gear.
Yep.
Click on Hold on. Let me make sure I'm going to the right place. Go to appearance.
Yep.
And then scroll down. Wait. Do I not? Is it not there? Is there an advanced option? Why is it not here? Oh, sorry. Not appearance. There's actually an advanced tab. My apologies. On the left. You see that?
I'm looking.
It's the bottom option for me. Like under app settings, it says
yeah. I see it.
turn off hardware acceleration if it's on.
Changing the hardware acceleration setting real quick.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. He'll have to sign back in. All right. Now you can turn your video camera back on. Say something.
Say something. Something.
So far, so good.
Give it 20 seconds, and
I love Dave's mustache.
All right. We're cooking with grease now.
It's fresh.
All right.
It's super fresh.
All right. So far, still good. Man,
I still think the wolf is not Al Pacino.
All right. I think I may have fixed it. I may have a career in IT.
Oh, whoa!
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that Q is going to be in season 2 of Picard.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wait, he
I thought
is?
it was a big deal. Did you not watch the trailer?
I literally said I didn't watch it.
We couldn't hear you over that mustache.
I'm gonna go cry.
I must ask you a question, Dave.
Oh.
All right. Either way, I am the greatest IT person of all time. The mustache is fixed. That's my new name. Fuck y'all. Call me the mustache.
So you're not Dave Disaster anymore? The mustache.
For this podcast, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say the mustache. And it'll just be for the YouTube crowd. Look, doesn't matter. The average YouTube person only watches 7 minutes of our content anyway.
They're already out.
They've already fucking. That means they only watch 2 minutes of us talking, and they're like, "I'm good. That's enough."
All right. Well, since that's the case, let me go take a piss real quick, and then I'll be ready to go.
Okay.
Well, at least he has his pants on this time.
Dude, could you imagine? Like, I would legitimately have to end the stream, delete the VOD, or our channel would be closed. Now, granted, that's only 22 subscribers, but still.
That might take us another 6 months to get those 22 back.
Bro, I mean, look, the last time we got a new subscriber was like 3 months ago.
Well, I mean, reviewing movies like Sophie's Choice.
Look, I've already accepted the fact that we're basically just documenting our friendship at this point. That's all this podcast is. It's just so we can go back and listen to some funny moments and have something creative, have a creative outlet. That's pretty much all this is. No. I could not tell if you were frozen or if you just checked out from what I was saying.
I stopped listening as soon as you said
that we're never going to make it.
Exactly. When you took my little dream and you smashed it with the sledgehammer, I stopped listening.
Bro, look, that just like Josh smashed this mustache with a sledgehammer. He had to bring in the future. He had to bring in the future wife in on it to fucking stomp me into the ground.
Stomp a mud hole in you.
I mean, she said I can't look away. Come on, man. Come on.
Walked it till it was dry. The best part is, don't we have that on YouTube, or is it just on Gyark?
No, that's on Gyark. That's okay. I'll delete it. I might keep that around just for us. I'm not going to post that anywhere.
Dave, Amanda says she's sorry.
That's
We'll play
okay.
it
It's not a
we'll
big
play
deal.
it
Although
we'll play it
I
at
just
the
told
wedding.
Jason I'm going to take because that is not on YouTube. That was captured, however, in Craig/Giark. So I might take that 3-minute snippet of my demise, and I might send it to you guys.
We're gonna play it at Josh's wedding.
Oh man.
Can we not though? I'm already regretting saying that I'm gonna keep it.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Dude, I mean,
Let's do it.
we're just burning this fucking tape right now. 25 minutes, hadn't said a word about Loki.
Extended play. Did you put it on EP?
Yeah, that's right, dude.
All right, here we go. Hello, and welcome to Three Guys and a Mic presents Loki, an original new series on Disney Plus. I'm your co-host, Jason Tsunami, along with
The Human Dart.
The mustache.
Oh!
Hey, Mr. Mustache.
That's
Mustache up in the house.
It's a good times.
Yeah, that's
good
why I
times.
tickle your moms with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. That's a good handlebar you got there, Dave.
That's right, dude. So,
Look,
look,
all the criticism purely comes from jealousy. We've already established
That
that
you-
Jason and I, we got nothing.
look.
Yeah,
here-
I
here's-
couldn't grow a mustache if my life depended on it. If you gave me 6 months and you said in 7 months, if you don't have a mustache, you're dead.
Then you
I would
would
be,
just
I would be making all my arrangements.
you would
Jason
just
would be shooting himself in the face.
you would just flee the country, like because
Yeah.
it's not going to happen.
Probably.
That's okay. Look, for clarity's sake, yes, I decided to go for a little closer of a trim on my beard, and
It's the lighting. The lighting is not good, Dave.
no,
That's the problem.
The lighting is terrible. If you happen to check out our YouTube for this, well, first off, this moment right now is 27 minutes into the YouTube video. So you got lots of opportunity to look at my non-existent stubble, but in person, like it makes more sense. But you know, it is what it is. I have like reddish orangish hair, and it just does not show up on kind of like my eyebrows. It doesn't exist, or the trimmer totem, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? I'm starting
does
to get
exist.
I'm starting to get lit. We just saw Loki episode 2 this week, and Drunk Dave wants to talk about it.
all right.
Oh, that's good because sober Jason and Josh want to talk about it too.
Yeah.
Good.
I just gotta find.
Yeah.
I don't have my cooler, so
Oh my
I'll
god.
join you.
All right, good. All right. Hey guys, how was your week?
What? Dude,
Terrible.
it is so fucking hot outside. Let me just tell you.
I wouldn't know. I have not gone outside.
Hey, in case people don't, prescribe to the type of language that we use, please, if you're a kid,
Earmuffs?
get your fucking education, so you don't have to work outside because it is fucking hot outside.
That's fair. We here at Three Guys and a Mic are always ready to. I don't even
Spread
know where
some
I was
knowledge.
going. Yeah, spread the knowledge. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm glad you saved me, Jason.
Well, I saw you drowning.
I was.
I threw your mustache a
Yeah,
lifeline.
I was trying to float. I was trying to float with it. Wasn't gonna work,
So Loki episode 2, how about that?
dude.
That shit was awesome.
I was ready to have it not be as good as episode 1 because I thought episode 1 was so good. But I'm gonna say out the gate, better than episode 1.
Yeah.
I have
I'm
to
here.
agree.
I'm here for the buddy cop Loki Mobius show.
Are you all on the Owen Wilson Mobius train?
Look, let me just jump ahead. Let me tell you who my favorite character is this week. Mobius.
M cubed or what?
I will
That's right.
disagree once again.
Well, that's because you're stupid. Dude, Mobius is crushing this fucking show. But I thought the episode was great. Another just great mix of humor plus seriousness. And we finally got to see the Loki variant, and we got to see some other Loki variants, which was kind of funny.
Yep.
Yeah, the Hulk one was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought this episode was really intelligent. Again, the writing is very sharp. And we did get the variant reveal.
Did we?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I got some predictions at the end.
Oh, okay. There's a little teaser right there. I like
Yeah.
it. Well, I mean, I was gonna say I was surprised we got the variant this soon, but then I have to remind myself this is only 6 episodes. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's 6 hours.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is like, I mean, you could almost say this is like two Loki movies, like, worth of content. I mean, the production value is high enough that it's not the scale of like some of the other a lot of the other MCU movies, but I mean, as far as like just the presentation and everything, it's on par with pretty much anything.
Yeah. It's
the production quality is through the roof.
Yep. It's no lack of spending money on the environment, the visuals, everything.
Yeah.
I just watched Thor, and
I'm sorry.
No, it was great, and it's there's barely a difference in my opinion in the production of that movie and this show.
Oh, I don't know why you're talking badly about the show like this.
Yo,
Dude,
no,
Thor is on not to go off on a tangent here, but if we were doing a tier list and it was like S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier, like, yes, I skipped E on purpose. I would put Thor.
3 Thor movies.
I would put Thor like C tier at bottom, B tier, C tier at best.
That's fair.
I would say Ragnarok is first, then the first Thor, and then the second Thor.
Guys, this sounds
For
like
sure.
this sounds like a future podcast. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I agree.
Creating a tier list for all these MCU movies. We'll have to table
Save
that.
save it. That's
So
good shit.
So do we want to jump into
Jason,
the
recap.
the
So
recap?
recap this episode for us.
All right, so Loki is an American series created for the streaming service Disney Plus, based on the Marvel comics, featuring the character of the same name, set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Does share continuity with the films of the franchise. Episode 2 was called The Variant. Quick synopsis: Loki has officially joined the TVA, including watching training videos and getting himself up to speed on the workings of the TVA. The episode jumps right into the hunt for the variant of Loki that is currently out killing TVA. We're treated almost like an unexpected, well, for me anyway, a detective drama.
Yeah, I'd say so.
As we follow clues to this deep-rooted search for the for this other variant. The episode concludes with our team finding the whereabouts of the variant, only to have the variant nuke the sacred timeline and then jettison through a teleporting door. And we see our current Loki jump through to give chase.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I was I know not to go out of order, but were y'all expecting our Loki to follow the new Loki?
I was disappointed.
I was disappointed that he went in as well.
I agree.
Because now presumably we get probably a couple of episodes without the him and Mobius thing, which for me is really what the driving force of the show is.
Yep.
I agree.
I was like, I was almost like I was like, no, like I wanted to, like I was like shouting at the screen.
You were
a little
rooting
bit.
for the good guy Loki.
Dude, I wanted, but I mean, you have to create drama within the show in order to kind of propel it forward. So I mean, I understand.
But it's hard to tell with Loki, right? Like, he's even in the scene where he gets killed by Thanos. you knew he was lying to Thanos, but I mean, he's still always scheming. You know, he was trying to get Thanos to believe that he was trying to join his side before he stabbed him in the neck. So it's like, you know, when he's talking to the variant in this episode about, I'm trying to take down the Time Lords, like
Timekeepers,
yeah, whatever. Part of me believes that that's really like what he wants to do, and then the other part of me is like, he's just trying to bait this person in. So it's like they're doing a really good job of keeping me on the hook of like, what is this Loki really about?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I guess everyone's entitled to their opinion, obviously, but for me, I feel like at the end of the day, our Loki is trying to be on the side of good, right? So I have to assume his motivations are for the greater good. Now, in what means does he get there? We'll see, right? Like, obviously, but no, you brought up a good point, Josh. I mean, Loki is the ultimate trickster. I mean, he's you feel like you're getting conned by both Lokis. So it's like you don't even know, like, you don't really know what to expect, honestly. Oh, I think Mobius, like Owen Wilson's character, said it at one point, like, you expect to be lied to. So it's like you never want to take what the face value is, because it's almost always a lie.
I think one of the best lines is when he looks Loki dead in the face. He's like, "Why do people you can't trust always say trust me?"
Yeah.
And Loki's the one that hits him with that line. I was just trying to train you in the art of Loki here. Sometimes you got to expect the expected.
Doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to jump into best scenes?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, I got a couple.
Okay.
The Renaissance Festival scene.
I knew you were gonna like that, you fucking nerd.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, he remembers when that was like normal life and stuff.
Yeah, that was normal life. So Loki tries to pull, one over on everybody, and he's talking about it. He's trying to work a side deal with Mobius, and there's that long pause.
Yeah.
And then Mobius looks at him and goes, "He's lying. You almost had me, though."
Yeah.
That shit.
Oh, dude, that scene had me laughing. Like, I had that on here, but then I kind of changed it out for the opening scene where the female Loki, or the variant Loki, takes over one of the time variant authority people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you get like that whole scene where that agent is kicking everybody's ass, and you get that song that comes up, the hero song.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that was on my list as well.
Yeah, I like that scene.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's the kind of, it's the reveal scene, and along with like her exploding the sacred timeline, because I did not expect shit to just immediately go awry. Like
You thought there was a setup coming.
yeah, it's just immediately like, oh, there's the timeline. And
You
it's
know
like,
why?
Why is that?
You know why? Because unlike most terrible stuff, we didn't get this long
Monologue?
Yeah, we didn't get the bad guy monologue.
She was just
You
like,
actually got Loki talking the whole time.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Hey man, thanks for dragging that out. Appreciate it."
and then
Yeah,
she
she's
just
like,
pushed the button or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Considering for 8 to 10 seconds.
now I didn't look the count. I didn't
Yeah.
know if either of you nerds were gonna count like how many branches that created, but it was quite a few,
It was a lot
It's
of
like 10.
at
I
least.
feel like, and I feel like, I don't know. Did either one of you guys watch WandaVision?
I did not. I stopped watching it way too soon. I stopped watching it after I think the second episode.
Oh, look, it's not great, but there's some multiverse conversations in WandaVision where she's trying to find her children through the multiverse. Then I know some of you guys watched Winter Soldier and Falcon. Jason, I know you did, right?
I made it halfway through it. I think I made
Same.
it to episode 5.
You're almost finished with it. I think it's 6 episodes.
Okay.
So anyway, I say this to say like okay, look, you have a new Captain America in the other one, so that's the main level of importance that it's delivering. I think this show is going to create like the outline for the next phase of Marvel.
Yep.
Like, because everything we know is going towards multiverse. Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. We know Wanda is going to be in Doctor Strange. And so she's going to be, bringing in her part of the multiverse or what she's done in the multiverse there. So I feel like everything that they're doing here is going to create the baseline or the outline for the next phase of Marvel. So I feel like this 6-episode show is going to be super important.
Yeah, you got some important scenes.
Well, no, I already brought up the opening and the monologue.
Yeah, I think the best scene in the whole show though was Loki ruining Mobius's lunch.
That was, I have 1 and 1A, and it's yes, using Mobius's salad as a metaphor.
Yeah,
but he's just like,
but he's purposely doing it because the whole time he's talking, he's just shaking the fucking salt and pepper shaker into there. He just keeps on going.
I saw this. I don't remember where I saw it, so I can't really credit it. But there was quite a few drinks that were used in that scene that are of
Josta.
stuff. Yeah, well, all the drinks that were used in that don't exist anymore. Like they don't make them. So I just thought that was an interesting little tidbit there. No, I was gonna say like that. Yeah, that scene itself is comical, but the like how Loki came up with, or kind of figured out how female Loki figured is hiding. I thought that was genius. I thought that was super smart,
because that leads me into my second favorite scene.
All right, go for it.
Which is Loki in Pompeii.
Yeah,
and he's telling everybody, "Hey, you're all about to die.
You're gonna die,
because we're from the future."
He releases those goats, and it's just like,
he's like, "Be free, my horned brothers."
Friends.
Dude, it's so good.
I just love Owen Wilson because at first he's like, "We just gotta do small ones here. We're here to try this. Can you make bird noises?"
Like what? He's like,
and he's like, "What?"
Noises. Woo-hoo,
woohoo. Dude, it's so good.
He's like, I don't remember what he says exactly. He's like, "God, you make the end of the world boring."
I thought it was super good.
All right, so I guess we're up for debate here on favorite character.
Look, let me tell you why it's Mobius.
Okay.
So Mobius, like the whole time, dude, is just throwing jabs at Loki left and right about this other variant being superior. Every jab he fucking throws out there, it just cuts Loki so deep.
Yep.
And Mobius is clearly a 90s guy. He's drinking the Josta in both episodes. He's talking about jet skis. Like, this is a guy from our time. Like, I guarantee you, when we find out more about Mobius, he's from our time.
Early prediction: we will see Mobius on a jet ski by the end of this season.
Dave, that's in my predictions.
Sorry, I beat you to it.
Damn it!
It fit with what Josh was saying.
Which episode does Mobius ride a jet ski?
No, I beat you to it. Sorry.
6.
Well, is it going to be in the final episode?
I think he rides off in the sunset. Okay. Literally.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Jason, you're overruled. It is Mobius. He is absolutely the best character
absolutely
in this episode. Look, to me it's 1A, 1B, right? It's Mobius and then it's Loki, right? Like, absolutely. So I mean, they are a package deal. So it is going to be interesting to see in episode 3, with them, question mark separated.
Separate.
We don't know how long that's going to be. Is it going to be a whole episode? Is it going to be, 2 episodes? We don't have a clue, right? I don't think it's going to be the whole. I don't think it's going to be the rest of the season.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it could be like 20 minutes of the next episode, and then they're back together. We don't know. So
I need those to be in the same space.
Yeah, because they're excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Jason, you're on Loki.
Yep, my favorite character is Loki, and I want to say it's Loki because the way that he's the actual actor himself is portraying his part. On one hand, you can see the strain. Like, he genuinely, I think, wants Mobius to trust him because he needs him to eventually get out or get released or get an audience with the timekeepers. While simultaneously, you can see him working every angle, testing the boundaries or limits of the people that he's around, looking for weaknesses and gullibility. And I think
a couple of things I liked about Loki in this episode was like when he threw the jacket on and just how he felt good about it. He put the jacket on. He's like, "What's up? How's it look?"
Yeah.
And then when he talks to the librarian, he's like, I need all the files on the TVA. Those are classified. I need all the files for the beginning of time. Those are classified. What about the end of time? Yeah.
Give me all the files that I have access
and
to.
she gives him the same files.
He only has access to him. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought those were a couple of funny Loki scenes,
dude. And then she totally ignores him until he presses that fucking old ass bell.
He just goes
that broken bell.
Yeah, he just goes black.
And she goes, "Yes, how can I help you?" And it's like, man,
official business. Yeah, almost redlined. An event today. You know how it is.
So good, so fucking good.
It is. And that's why Loki is my favorite character.
I mean, look, that's fine. I mean, look, there's not a wrong pick between those two. I mean, like I said, it's 1A, 1B.
I agree.
So,
but I do think the least favorite character is a little bit easier.
Okay.
Who's the least favorite?
It's going to be Hunter B-15.
Oh.
Yeah, this time it's confirmed. Like, she totally cockblocks Loki when she takes the weapons from him after Mobius just gave them to him.
Yeah.
And then she also pulls rank on Mobius at the shopping center and says, nah.
This is my op.
Yeah, this is my op. You're along for the ride.
And then she totally gets taken over.
Yeah, like in a snap of a finger.
Yeah,
like she sucks.
You know, speaking of that, like
I had a. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what do we think about that power that I guess our Loki doesn't have, which is the being able to like just take people over.
Well,
the enchanting power.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just it. I don't know if he has them and he just doesn't use them.
We would have seen it by now. Well,
he seems to know a lot about what powers he has and doesn't have.
Yeah,
I know.
Last time we saw him do something like that was when he had his scepter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he had something else in order to do that, but we've never seen our Loki in any medium do that specifically by himself, like with just his own power. So I mean, do we? I feel like that. I feel like that's definitely going to come into. I mean, it's already come into play, but I feel like it's. I feel like we have not seen the last of that power. Like that's going to be an ongoing thing.
Maybe. I am curious. If the variant, the female variant, I'm curious to see what power she does not have. Our variant does have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in doing some reading, she has quite a few of the same powers.
Okay.
If
you're basing this solely on like comic book material.
Yeah, if you believe that this person is the Enchantress,
yes,
from some other Marvel stuff, then yeah, she's got a lot of the same powers.
So
my least favorite was the Judge Renslayer.
Yeah, I have a theory on her. Well, related to her.
All right.
So I wasn't a big fan of her. She's I feel like she's just cock blocking Mobius here and treating him like shit. And
I believe
Mobius is my guy.
I believe there's a direct reason for that. So I guess we'll get into that during predictions. But Josh, educate me a little bit.
Are you talking about the other person that she works with?
Other things. So no, I was going to say educate me on. So is Enchantress is not Loki? I'm asking.
So in doing some different reading There's like I think there's different variations. So one of the ones is Enchantress is made by Loki. I don't think that this is how this one's going to work, but just doing some reading, they had to move Asgard to Oklahoma, and he just out of his own boredom turns this human into a superpower essentially to become this Enchantress. And this version of it, it's a female Loki that has a variation of power. So she's still kind of like she still has a lot of the same powers as Loki does, but she does have that enchanting power, which now kind of makes them refer to her as the Enchantress. Okay. But she can fly. She has the enchanting power. She can take over people's minds, as we saw with just the touch. And just general. I'm trying to remember the exact word they used, wizardry or something like that.
Okay. That's some shit. Like I personally, I never deep dived into any of the comics, so I'm, which I don't know means that I'm enjoying the shows more or less. Maybe it's because like I'm more surprised because I don't know any of the backstory. So like when shit happens,
the thing is with this show is even though it takes place in the MCU,
they change quite a bit.
Well, nothing that we're watching has ever taken place in the comics.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like this is original content, but it takes place in this universe, so you can cherry pick what you want, especially if you go into a multiverse situation.
Okay.
Did any of you guys have any?
It says she possesses superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and durability as well.
Okay.
Did anybody have any issues in this episode?
I did not.
I had one small issue.
I had more questions than issues.
Okay, well, we'll get to that when we get into predictions, questions, and stuff. The only issue that I have is that Loki's like 1,000 years old, right?
Something. He's very old.
Okay. Now, he spent hundreds of years with Thor as a youth, right?
Yep.
Training, fighting, sparring with Thor himself. Right? He's 1,000 years old. And dude gets his ass handed to him by this variant.
He's 1,070.
Okay. Like, I don't, like, did he just let his ass get whooped on purpose? Like he didn't even, like, fight the variant, really.
I mean, okay.
This is a superior version of Loki, though.
Oh, I don't agree with that at all.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's just get into the predictions. So here, I'm going to actually, some of my predictions are some of the stuff that we've already brought up. So I'm just going to expand on a little bit. Now, I didn't know if you guys were aware, but obviously you are, that according to the end credits, the woman we see at the end with the horn crown is not listed as Loki, but the Enchantress. Now, I did some research, and according to the comics, she was imbued with powers as a child by Loki. So technically, I guess we could have yet to see the reveal of the evil variant. Thoughts?
Well, see, I didn't watch the end credits because I don't watch things all the way to the end.
Obviously.
So I didn't even know that. I was just rolling through assuming she was the variant. So
well, okay, so on that note, do you guys think we will so let me just go through these. So do you think we're either going to get another reveal of the actual variant Loki?
I don't think so.
Is this Enchantress actually Loki variant, but gave herself another name? Or has the Enchantress taken over for maybe a disposed variant of Loki, but registers as Loki with the TVA because her powers came from Loki?
So I think it's a variation on what you just said. I think I don't think there's an. I don't. So first off, I don't think there's another mysterious variant that they mistook this one for. Like,
Okay.
I think she showed up on their radar as a variant of Loki because she, in her version of existence, got her powers from Loki. That's it.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that's
I prefer that because I don't want. I personally don't like when they use the same actor to play multiple roles, and then you have that situation where they're both on the screen at the same time, and
So it's
they're
just
not
gonna look
there,
bad?
but they're trying to look at each other and
it
act
breaks
against
immersion.
each other. Yeah, it's I'm not a big fan of when
yeah.
they do
So
stuff like that.
yeah, I think
Now look,
this-
it could also be a female. It could also be a female Loki. I mean, if you look on the tablet that's describing Loki in the first episode, his gender is listed as fluid.
Yes, that was the second one where this is actually Loki variant and just gave himself a different name, not Loki.
Yeah.
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 I don't really have a preference. I kind of hope it's not going to be that she is, the actual Loki's tool,
I don't think so.
and that we're going to get some reveal of Blue Loki later.
I could picture her working with not for, because I don't think she's working. I don't picture her as a subordinate type necessarily. I could picture her working with somebody else though, but I don't think it's another Loki or whatever. Like I don't think they're gonna go that route.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think she has a gang of Lokis?
No,
A gaggle of Lokis.
I do not. I think that would be
She doesn't-
stupid as fuck.
She doesn't have a harem of Lokis.
Yeah, no.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, we don't know what kind of girl this is.
You know, so one of the
could be like
questions
the
I had was
Duplicator girl or whatever her name was.
multi-girl.
Yeah.
Duplicate. One of the questions I had though, so it was kind of interesting to see when they was talking about how like Loki is like the most common variant that they have to go track down and find, and showing all the different variations of Loki, all the different ones that they've come up with. How many different universes are there? Like, how many Lokis are there in the multiverse?
Well, that's I think
It's a non-answerable question, but
the mystery
it's
here
just
is.
I didn't.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I guess I never thought about just how expansive this could really be, this multiverse, until I saw, well, I don't know, 10 or 12 different variations of Loki.
Yeah.
I will say that if you haven't seen Spider-Man Into the Multiverse,
Spider-Verse. It's
interesting.
into the Spider-Verse.
well, whatever one, but it's excellent.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, just on the little bit of research I did on the Timekeeper, is there are still multiple multiverses, but they've been constricted down to a small rope of multiverses, and they as they try and whittle through them, they've gotten it down to however many there are. But they're able to maintain that many of them. But that number, I don't know if there's an actual concrete number on that.
Do you guys like Jason Statham and Jet Li?
I know what you're gonna go with. You're talking about the movie The One.
Yeah.
I am.
That was
So
a good
yeah,
movie.
in The One, right? They establish. I think so. They establish a multiverse where they have a number on it though. It's like 130 or something like that, isn't it?
I thought it.
I don't remember.
For some
Because
reason,
Jet Li is trying to go.
the number I keep
He's trying to
coming in
go
my head
like
is 254.
universe to universe, trying to kill it.
Yes.
Whatever. There's a specific number for it.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but yes.
Good movie. I was just hoping maybe there's like some number that Marvel is out there for that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they give us one to this show. I mean, there has to be a number. If the keepers are controlling it, and they have their proverbial hands on the different threads, you have to have a number.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, so the next little prediction here. At the end of the episode, Loki follows the variant through the portal at the end of the episode. Now, do we think it was to bring her down, or do you think he's going to try and, help her, which will undoubtedly be the view of the TVA?
No.
Yeah, I think the TVA already thinks that he's fucking them.
Yeah.
But I legit think he's gonna try to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Now, is he going to try to do the right thing because he needs to prove that he's the superior variant?
I think he's going to try to kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, learn whatever she's got to give him that he can get from her.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think he already thinks he's superior to her. I don't think he necessarily is trying to prove it to himself. But, I think when you're over 1,000 years old, maybe this is how you, this is how you get your kicks, right? Like this from, flexing and testing yourself. And so, if he can put her down and also save everybody, then he'll do that, right? But yeah, I mean, obviously, I think part of it is doing for himself.
I think the variable here is, and he doesn't know this yet, but we know this, that she knows where the timekeepers are, presumably. That's what the agent told her. So, I don't think he doesn't quite know that yet, but that may be something that she tempts him with, because we know he wants an audience with those guys.
Yep.
So, on to timekeepers. This is a decent segue into my theory.
Bring it on, Dave.
So, I don't necessarily know how my theory fits, but I'm going to try my best to make it fit.
All right. I want to set the stage for all of our listeners.
No.
Dave is batting 1,000 on his.
He's a master predictor.
On his big time predictions. He is 1-0.
No, actually, I have a couple of. I think I'm 2-0. I did predict Picard.
We kind of predict Picard. I mean,
Well, I predicted somebody coming back to life, who was
Predicted what?
I don't know. Data.
Bullshit.
Well,
He
whatever.
was not alive.
Okay. Well, that is. If you want to go back into our, I don't recommend it because then you'd have to watch Star Trek Discovery season 2.
So Dave is 1-0 confirmed
On big time predictions, right? I went all in on one of our shows and I was right. So I'm gonna go all in now. The timekeepers, as the show has shown them to us as of now.
Three big lizards.
Well, forget the lizards part, but the three timekeepers, right? I think they're dead. I don't think they're alive. This is a little cheating. You guys tell me if this is cheating. Either they're dead or they do not exist in the fashion that is being explained to them. And I'll tell you my reasons for that.
Bring it out, Dave.
So, one, nobody in this fucking show has seen the timekeepers. Okay? And they've made a point to bring that up constantly.
They're omnipresent.
Only in 2 episodes. How many times have people brought up wanting to see the timekeepers? Mobius hasn't even seen the timekeepers, and we have no idea how old Mobius is. Like, when I say old, you know what I mean? Like, time is so weird in the TVA, but how long has he existed? And he hasn't seen the timekeepers ever. He's not even glimpsed them, right? And they brought that up.
And I will say it did tease that the judge had interactions.
Well, so when he brought up seeing the timekeepers, she reacted, okay, and she was like, "Oh, like not this again." Like basically, it gives me the impression that she clearly knows something that that Mobius does not. Good, bad, or indifferent, I don't know. I have a feeling though that our Loki is about to find out some of the serious truths behind the TVA. I don't think the TVA are going to come out of this thing looking like the sole good guys, right? And again, the show has already said this as well, that Loki says he's been around long enough to know that all the bad guys aren't fully bad, and all the good guys aren't always good.
Always good.
I mean, I think we've seen it with like Shield.
Yes.
You know, where Shield is supposed to be this good thing and ends up being brought down.
Yeah. So I mean, this is not new. Like, I don't think my prediction is necessarily like a new concept for the MCU. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to be shocked if the Timekeepers show up on screen and they're just 3 old wizard-like dudes, and that's it. Like that's it. I think there's some Wizard of Oz shit happening here.
Dave, so what you're telling me is that a small child destroyed the Federation.
Yeah, that's right. No, but in all seriousness, I that's kind of where I'm going with that. I think Rencaster, what's her name?
I don't know.
It's
Renslayer.
Yeah, Renslayer.
Renslayer.
What a name.
I think Renslayer is. I don't know if she's bad, but I think she knows some shit, and that's kind of it right now. It's a little. I mean, I don't know how solid that is, but I'm that's what I'm going with.
Okay, so look, I'm not going to just say that I think you're wrong, because when you have the power that the Timekeepers apparently have, you can get to a point where you're no longer, say, like actively involved. Like you become so self-absorbed, you just become part of the machine, right?
Yep.
So it could be a situation in which maybe they're not dead, but they're not exactly alive either. Like they're no longer responding. They're just part of the machine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Or they're just figureheads and somebody else is running the show.
I think we're gonna find out here. Oh, well, I mean, there's only 4 episodes left, so I think we have to find out pretty quick.
Yeah, I think that's there's a couple of really, really good things working in this show's favor. One, to your point, you only got 4 episodes left, so you need to get the story moving along. But the other best part is every episode's nearly an hour. So you know you're going to get like good chunks of information.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think to your point, Jason. I mean, I'm not to drag this out, but that just made me think. Like, how different would the show be if it followed like Mandalorian's suit and instead was like 12 episodes but 30 minutes each? Like
that would be harder.
I think it's hard to tell that story.
Yeah.
I just imagine, like, if that was the case, like right now, we would only have the first episode's worth of content to discuss, essentially.
Yeah. And I think they need the length of the episode just to get the continuity of the story going.
Yeah, because there's a lot of of all the time.
Mando's more like Mando's individual stories, while there's this overarching thing, but Mando's almost like a sitcom.
Yeah.
When this is all said and done, you're gonna put these 6 episodes together, and like I said before, I mean, you're gonna basically have 2.5 or 2 long movies worth of content.
Yeah.
It almost makes you wonder if this was ever considered. Probably not. Realistically, probably not. But I wonder if this was ever considered to be a movie at one point.
No.
Who knows?
Not based on my research, at least.
Well, I'm just saying.
This was actually one of the first shows discussed for Disney Plus.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I remember they announced it a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, the show is super good so far. I'm really enjoying it.
As of right now, it is the most anticipated thing on my lineup as far as things to watch.
I would say by far for me.
Yep. Are we done, bitches?
All right.
I think that's it.
We are.
Jesus.
Well, we got episode 3 next week and the second annual Shitties.
Second annual Shitties.
Yes.
So, yeah.
If you liked our first
I got to break
Shitties,
out the tuxedo.
yes,
Yeah.
if you liked our first Shitties, tune in early on YouTube because
On Saturday night.
Yes, we're going to attempt to do something a little bit different to spice up the actual award.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But all right, guys, take it easy.
Later.
Later.